Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.
You're watching Kim Jacobs Show.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. How are you, Vera Giles Norris?
I am awesome, every bit of amazing, and every time I turn around, I get better on purpose. Thank you.
All right. Well, we are so glad to have you here today. And as well, we are glad to have all of you in the virtual studio audience. Today, we have a topic that, as we talk about it, is going to spark some different emotions. It definitely will put us all in that person's seat, because we don't know how people that are dealing with some of these situations are actually dealing with them. But you can somewhat imagine. I'm sure we can imagine what's happening some. So I really want us to be as compassionate as possible throughout today's discussion. Vera is here to talk with us. She's going to talk about a wide variety of topics, some of the hats that she wears personally outside of dealing with the missing women and children's aspect, but we're going to learn more about her as a person overall as well. So Vera, as we, I know you have a lot going on over there with a lot of people calling and different things that are transpiring to try to help people around the world. So I'm excited to have you on today. And I want to go ahead and do a formal introduction of you to everyone. As a staunch advocate of women empowerment, she's fueled by a passion for inspiring and uplifting women from all spheres of life to improve their circumstances, to create a better future for themselves and for their families. Her experience as a teen mother, I'm going to not share all of that because I want her to share that with you. But women are the driving force behind the Cats Out movement that she started. As such, her Cats Out podcast features powerful women who have overcome the odds to excel in life. And they tap into their own experiences and share those successful moments with everyone that's watching the Cats Out podcast. Besides supporting women, she is a life coach and the founder of Giles Norris Agency, an insurance company that strives to educate women. And she is also the founder of Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. She's a proud mother of 5 girls, all smart honor students, and 3 of them have graduated with their master's degree. So I am so glad today to have Vera Giles Norris here with us. And her mantra is, don't let life experiences dim your light. Thank you for being here today, Vera Giles Norris.
I'm going to let it shine, this little light of mine. Hey, how you doing?
Yes, this little light of mine.
Solo, right?
That's right. I have a cup of Let Your Light Shine. Let your light shine. I will not dim my light for anything, because I believe that God has given all of us purpose and things that we need to be able to focus to make this world just a better place. And so I'm grateful that you're not going to let your light not shine either. So thank God for you.
Let it dim.
Okay, so you said what?
I said, yes, I'm going to let it shine. Yes.
Good. So listen, as we talk today, I know you're going to take us in a lot of different directions. And so what I'd like to first start with is just finding out a little bit more about your backstory, because there's something that triggered you to become interested in helping people that are missing. That takes a special type of person. So can you take us back on your journey to what inspired you to do this?
And you know what? I'm going to do my best to take you back without even shedding a tear.
Wow.
But it started off for me as a radio podcaster, radio host, the Cats Out Show, where I let the cat out of the bag, where I started to get a lot of phone calls from people asking, would you cover my missing niece, nephew, daughter? And I'm like, wow, it's a lot of missing people. So one particular day, I was in the intensive care unit with my mother, where she was diagnosed with terminally ill cancer. And the doctors had just told us that they gave my mom 3 to 6 months to live. And at that very moment of me receiving that information, my phone rang. And in a place between here, conscious and not conscious, just feeling like maybe this was the phone call where God was going to let me know that it was all a joke, I kind of answered the phone in that moment. And when I answered the phone, I had it on speakerphone, and my mother was there. She overheard the conversation. And it was a
Right.
young lady from Atlanta, Georgia, that said, Vera, I just came out of prayer and fasting.
Okay.
My little cousin is missing, and the Holy Spirit has instructed me to call you. I looked at my phone like, I know I got to be being punked, because I know ain't nobody calling me in this moment when the doctors have just told me some news about my mother, and I'm trying to breathe at the moment.
Right.
My mother heard it. My mother looked at me and she said, and so long story, I told the young lady that I couldn't help her, that it wasn't me. God ain't told you to call me. Not right now, he didn't. My mother
Because you
heard
were
me tell
dealing
her,
with your own, you were already going through your own situation.
I'm already going through my own situation with the
Right.
doctors that had just told me and my mother that she had 3 to 6 months to live. My mother, my ride or my die, my
Right.
cheerleader, my confidence, my mother. I don't even know if I can make you understand.
Oh,
I just got
I
into a
understand. I
period.
have a mom that's my ride or die too. And I know most people watching can relate if their moms or their ride or dies too. So yes, I get it. Get it.
I've just made up enough tear strength to be able to tell this story without crying. At one time, I couldn't even get through this story.
Mm, 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 mm.
But God is real. But however, I told the young lady, no, I wouldn't do it. And my mother overheard, and my mother said, don't be like that.
Right.
My mother said, you let God use you.
Right.
Sickness is not until death.
Mm.
And I'm going to really believe God's report. So you go on in there and you help that family. You can't expect God to help you if you ain't willing to help people when they call you. And I'm saying,
Right.
Mom, I'm not going to do it. Long story short, I did it because my mom instructed me to. I went into the intensive care unit. I did a live video to announce that there was a young lady missing. The very next day, we had over 400 or 500 people that showed up. I called one of my good partners in that moment. His name's Martin G. Johnson. They call him the crime chaser. I called him and
Okay.
told him I needed his help. We went in, long story short, within about 2 hours, that the young lady had been missing for about 32 days. Within 2 hours, we found her, and we reunited that family with the child.
Whew.
And we were in Inglewood, one of the hardest places in Chicago.
Okay.
So,
Oh my
anyways, that's
God.
how I got started. I know it's a long story, but you know
No, it's
what?
a much needed story to know what even made you so passionate. So you were actually dealing with your own situation regarding your mom and hearing this bad news that literally a limited amount of time on earth for her, but then she told you don't focus on her, focus on helping the person that was missing. And you, along with the supporters and the Crime Stopper gentlemen, actually came together with hundreds of people and rallied together to find that missing person.
And my mother did live at least a year and a half. So those 3 to 6 months that they gave her, she pressed on. And she got an opportunity to come out there on the battlefield with us as we searched for other missing women and children and knocked on doors. And oh my God, it gave her so, yeah. But anyway, woosah, woosah. Yeah. So that's how I got started. My mother wanted to keep me busy while she was
Your
on the other
mom.
side.
Oh, so she's trying to manage you. She was trying to manage you. So now she's still celebrating with you the fact that you're being so compassionate to help other people on this
Yes.
journey, and she's still being able to witness you and celebrate her labor of love that she poured into you. And I
Yes.
know she's
Yes. Yes.
proud of you. Know she's proud of you. So
No, she
today,
does.
as we're talking about some of the missing children, there are and missing women. You specifically focus on women and children. Why?
Well, you know what? Because it is an alarming amount of missing women and children, especially of the African American descent. You know, African Americans. It's an alarming amount. And
Right.
and here's what I've know is that they don't necessarily get the media attention that they deserve, because you would think that if your missing person, your loved one was missing, you like stop everything, turn over every rock, call in whoever. You would think that that would happen, but it doesn't.
Mm.
And I've seen so many people need the help that didn't even have the voice to necessarily do it themselves.
Mm.
And so all we do here is we just kind of at least sound the trumpet, and we encourage other people to share videos,
That's
to
good.
share pictures, and to do the same.
I'm
All you can do
grateful.
is all you can do.
That's right. And all you can do is all you can do. But what you're doing is going over and beyond to make sure that everybody can do what they can do. And according to some of the missing statistics that we were able to find, thank you, Cassandra, for helping me with this. It says here, luckily, the vast majority of missing persons cases are quickly resolved. For example, in 2021, 521,705 missing person cases were reported, and more than 485,000 were resolved within the year. The number of missing person cases has steadily declined since 1997, but this is in different states, state by state. It shares on this statistical link that I'll provide to you all how many missing persons are in each state. So, like in California, Florida, Texas, all of the different states, it breaks down how many people are missing per 100,000 in that per population. So this is alarming information that's being shared here. But more than 600,000 people go missing annually globally, according to this is funded by the U.S. Department of Justice, and according to the National Missing and Unidentified Persons Database, which is funded by the U.S. Department of Justice, more than 600,000 people go missing annually. That is a lot of people. And I'm wondering, based on what you all, because you're spearheading a project like this, what is it usually linked to as far as why people are missing? Is it people just abducting people or trafficking? What's happening?
You know what? It's a number of things. There are cases where people just get fed up and they run away. And
Okay,
one of the
okay.
things that I say to a parent, if you didn't see them run away, then don't report them as a runaway. You can only
Good.
report somebody as a runaway if you've seen them running from you. Other than that, you don't know they missing.
That is a great point. Please type that, Mackenzie, backstage. If you didn't see the person running away, don't assume that they ran away because they may have been a discipline problem at home or whatever the case. That doesn't mean that somebody does not have them. I love that you're saying that. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The other reason is that that there is people are bamboozled and tricked out of their homes. There are an alarming amount of young ladies that's thinking they're going to some type of modeling platform or some type of singing job interview, and they don't come back. There are people that's looking for love in all of the wrong places, and they
Okay.
go out on some of these special dates, and the date is a little bit more special than they probably anticipated. And there are a number of reasons. Some people are missing simply because their spouses have something to do with it. I've seen it in cases where their parents or siblings. So there are a number of reasons. But one of the things that I can attest to is that if you are the loved one behind the missing person, you need help. And you need other people's voices. You need other people to do what they can do to shed
Wow.
light and to make a difference.
That's interesting. Do you think that there is any type of message that can be shared on platforms like this that can touch the hearts of a person that may have a missing child or adult in their possession? There could be that one thing that softens. I think only God can soften the heart and turn the hearts from stone. But tell me.
Well, if I could think of one thing, is it's Jeremiah 29 and 11. And y'all Bible people, y'all help me because I'm
Yes, the plans that
not
he has for
religious,
us.
I'm spiritual. But 29 and 11, I know the plans that I have for you, declares the
Yeah.
Lord. And we have to know that it is a higher power that already knows. And that all you can do in the moment is be the best support to keep breathing and to keep pushing. Because as we could see here, this is happening.
Right. Well, here,
So
this comment here, I want to make sure I address it because I do agree with it 100%. Everybody that's missing needs to be found. It's not a African American, Asian, Caucasian, Hispanic, Latino. It does not matter what the race is. Every
no,
single person in this world that is missing
needs to
deserves
be
to
found.
be reunited with their family members. Now, there are
I
people that
absolutely
come.
agree.
Yes.
I don't want to cut you off. I absolutely agree. But one of the things that I've have experienced is that some get a little bit more media attention than others, and that's just a period.
Okay. And again, Vera's here representing an agency that she helps and focuses on. And even on her platform, there are all different nationalities that's featured there. And I'll pull that Facebook page up with over 30 something thousand people following it.
We help whoever comes through the threshold. So it's not even just women. We help men because again, just like whoever wrote the comment, anyone that's missing need the help. And if they come
Everyone.
through that threshold, we share it. We don't discriminate. Let's get that clear. We've even shared animals. So people have lost their dogs or their cats. We
Okay.
sharing that.
That's important to note. So I'm grateful for that comment, Facebook user. Thank you so much for it. Okay, let's see. I do want to take a moment after this commercial break, Vera, and go to some of the comments that's flooding in. And then I want to put up some of the pictures of some of the people that your organization says is still currently missing, because someone watching today might know where that person is or can share some information. And will you tell us where they should share the information, or is it on the flyers? Vera, you're freezing, I
Um,
think. Can you
I
hear
thought
me?
I was going to say, what happened? I'm here. Okay.
Okay, okay. Can you hear me?
I was like, I froze.
Okay, okay. Well, you're unfrozen now. I don't know. But when we come back after this commercial break, we're gonna look at some of these virtual studio audience comments. And then we're going to share some of the photos that you sent in of missing individuals. And we'll go to your Facebook page to show some more, okay? Because somebody today might know what's happening with some of these individuals. Do you have a place where people will contact if they do have information for some of the people that we'll put up?
You know what? I encourage everyone to go to our Facebook group, Missing, Please Come Home, Global Alert. Missing, Please Come Home, Global Alert. And I ask that they join that group. And if they have any tips or anything that they would like to add, that is the place to do it.
Okay, and I'm
Also,
going to, before we even take a commercial break, I'm actually going to share that page now so that people know exactly where to go. Let's see. Let me pull that over. There we go. Okay, so this is can you all see that? I'm gonna put it full screen. All right. So this is the actual Facebook page, Missing please come home, global alert. And
And
so
as we
you'll
can
know.
see, that is not a Caucasian lady. If you, I mean, that is not just an African American lady. We share everyone. We
Oh
don't
yeah, I mean
care.
that's fine. I can see this. So this person was found. These are some of the featured things that you have here. This person 47 minutes ago. These are real life situations that you all are posting here, and where the people are located. In this case, again, this is an organization that is a global organization. Missing, please come home alert. The founder is here today, Vera Giles Norris, and they put this information on their Facebook page, and people have they find these people, some of them, and some of them it's not. That's not the outcome. But this, for example, says Grace, 14 years old, ran away, but due to a boy, blah, blah, blah. And it goes into details and who to contact. This is public information. So it's not information that we're getting that the general public does not have, correct? Vera?
Exactly. Right. That's exactly the truth. A lot of times we share it directly from the family member's page because the
Okay.
family member will actually post. And yeah, so it's public information. That
So
so
if in this case with this young lady, she was found.
according to the
Canberra.
right. So according to whatever the family reports, that's what we share.
Okay. Okay. And so in cases where people are still missing, in this case, Demarian White has been missing since Sunday.
So
It gives you
and
the
so
phone number where to call, 716-394-5780. And he's missing
and
from the
let me just add, Kim, just in case these cases change by the moment. So even as you're reading that, I can't be sure that that's still the case because things are constantly changing. If that makes sense.
Oh,
So
it makes
you're reading,
perfect sense.
yeah, okay.
Okay,
So let's
that's
just say
really
we don't want to trigger anyone, just in case he's been found. However the situation may be, or if he's still missing, then we're sharing. But again, we're not saying that this is the current. There are some that I know that's still missing because I've been in good communication with their loved ones. So there are some that I do know that are still missing. But I
okay.
just want to throw that disclaimer out
Okay.
there.
Well, there are it's an unlimited amount of people that are on this site that you all please make sure you join this group, and it's called Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. And anybody that's interested in joining can join.
Anybody can join, unless there are a few restrictions. You got to have a real Facebook page with a photo, and you can't be just some made up person because then the Facebook, whatever the system is, don't allow you to join. But yeah, other
Okay.
than that, anybody can join.
Wow. Thank you, David, too, for this update and your comment. As in national statistics, also in the New York State data, most cases are runaways in that area, is what this person is sharing. Children who get lost or wander away are less common. Abductions are exceedingly rare. And it goes into the breakdown of ethnicity. So make sure if you all are interested in learning more about David Redding's comment, check his comment out on that platform of Facebook where he is. Thank you so much for sharing that. Mackenzie, we're going to take I said Mackenzie because she's working backstage with us. We're going to go to a commercial break. So Vera, right when we come back, we're going to go through some of these virtual studio audience comments and maybe you can address some of them. Okay.
Okay. Sounds like a game plan.
Thank you. We'll be right back.
It's not just another day. It's a brand new day, full of all the fun, love, and laughter you and your family create. Silver Shield Security understands feeling at home means feeling safe and happy. No credit checks, no contracts. We offer payment arrangements, and we'll even give you a free door camera. Find out how we can brighten your day even more at silvershield-security.com. Silver Shield Security.
All right, everyone, we are back. We're talking with Vera Giles Norris. We're going to learn a lot about her throughout this episode, but right now we're focusing on an organization that she founded called Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. And I'm grateful that God created you to even have a passion and compassion for this particular project. So let's go to a lot of the virtual studio audience comments. We did also put up here the stats that I shared with you all about missing persons per state. And so you can click on that and or copy and paste it in your browser. All right. And I'm also going to put here where people can, this group for people to join, because I know a lot of you are going to want to join that group and stay abreast of what's happening. Because this is different than the Amber Alert, right?
Yeah, it is different from the Amber Alert. And I happen, speaking of the Amber Alert, I am also in good communication with the founder of the Amber Alert, Charles Williams, who's also a member of Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. I got my tongue is tied for some reason. Yeah, but he's a member, and I'm in communication with him as well.
Excellent. Well, you have a beautiful head wrap and beautiful background, everything over there, and you're doing a great job. But anytime you're talking about topics like this, it can easily twist it. My tongue is tied. I'm normally like very, but I'm
very
like
outspoken, right?
I'm very outspoken. But when it comes to matters of dealing with people's children and even their adults that are missing, it is overwhelming to me because I just would never, I just don't wish that on anyone ever. I don't desire that would ever be anybody's situation. So to have this happening and to be here talking about it is just it's a very emotional situation because these are people's real children, real family members that have been gone from them some kind of way, and they don't even know how it's even happening. What happened? So it's just anyway. I just this is overwhelming to me.
Yeah, and you know what I like about it is that it's over 32,000 people in that group, and we are in so many countries that I have literally lost count, but it's a lot of them. I was featured in a magazine in London, a women's magazine. Right before me, Megan Good was the featured individual, and I was right after Megan Good. So I'm like, hey, Megan, what's up, girl? But that was from a magazine in London, a women's magazine. And I'm going to share the link. I don't have it with me now, but I encourage everyone to kind of tune in. You'd be surprised that London is doing some things and getting ahead of more than what we're doing here. I mean, it is what it is. I shouldn't say more than what we're doing here, but I was featured in a magazine in London before I was featured in one here at Top Women's Magazine.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, people are joining your Facebook group. Someone, Smith Marcy, said, I just joined. Elaine.
Okay.
Elaine says she just joined as well. And the person that's on Facebook says, hey, good morning, ladies. My heart goes out to these missing people. Yes, my heart goes out deeply to these missing people as well. Okay, people are saying kudos to you with some of the things that you're being featured on. Truth, everything you're saying is truth. And other comments, let's keep them flying in right quick.
And let me just be clear, because I like to say this, and you probably hear me say it 101 times. To God be the glory. That really is my story. That really is my story. It's not me. You know, I tell people how I got started. I'm all about women empowerment. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. I love to empower us. I believe that a empowered nation of women could literally change the world.
Yes.
So I'm trying to connect with them. And I don't even care what color they are, but hey, we can get together.
Yes, I agree. How are you doing that? I don't know if you know everybody doing that and then boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, right.
But anyway, someone said that William Wallace Smith Sr. exactly, the truth is the truth, and is something that has to be done about it. All right, next comment. Bernita Smith says, thank you for bringing awareness to the truth, and it's not about race, but doesn't get a lot of media attention coverage, is the comment that Bernita said as well. All right, Lots of comments have come in. Good morning. Statistically, most missing children are runaways. That's different than abductions, David said. Correct. We according to what you shared in the statistics. I'm not exactly sure where the stats came from that you're sharing, David, and feel free to put your reference or your source there. Okay, Lord have mercy. Peggy Etheridge Johnson said, thank you for what you do to help find the missing. And that's up here. Let's see if we pop that comment in. And somebody else said, let me do this for a second too, Mackenzie. I'll do it for a minute, please. Okay. It is important to follow the Holy Spirit leading with situations like this, like your mother was right. Your mother was right. Jesus, everything is racial. Okay. David said, come on, everything is racial. And it's unfortunate. And everything does not need to be racial, is what he's saying.
But we could do a lot when we come together.
When
and
we
so that's
all
why
come
when we
together.
all come together. And again, I love our men, and I think that they are amazing individuals, and I lift them up.
Yes.
I am empowered by men. I love my husband. I love these powerful men. However, if I can speak to my sisters, and I'm talking about of all race, religious beliefs, when we come together,
Yes.
see,
Well, that's a beautiful
the
thing.
world freezes. See, everything pauses. Women are here, freeze.
Yeah, I mean, the world probably would kind of shut down with women, in my personal opinion, because we do a lot of different things. But with the men are so critically important for the world to continue. So we all needed in our
They're
own.
very. Yeah. So even in my quest to women empowerment, I always honor the man. And we're and in my personal opinion, we're here to be a helpmate. We're here to be that Proverbs 31 woman. We're here to open doors and to do things just to make life a little easier. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Right. Okay. Let me also then, I see somebody said, how did you find the missing person that you were referring to earlier?
So you know what? So it wasn't necessarily where I find them. Some we. Oh, you're talking about the person. Okay, the search.
Yes.
We went to. So let me go back. She's
This is
talking
when
about
you
the young
first
lady.
told us the story, and you were saying that your mom
I'm
was
with you.
sick, and you went on a search in Inglewood.
I'm with you. I'm with you. So what I did is I called the search, and we knew based from the aunt and the cousins exactly what area they last pinged her phone in.
Okay.
And we went to that area. And we knocked, we had roughly, and there's video footage of it too. So I got to go find the video footage because we were on Facebook Lives and everything. And we knocked on doors. We passed out flyers. We stopped cars in the middle of the street and said, hey, did you see this young lady? Like literally passing, holding up the flyer. Did you see this young lady? Did you see this young lady? We hung signs up in stores in the area. And we asked people in the community to come out and to say something. And guess what? They did just that.
That's a blessing.
She was gone for over 30 something days, and within 2 hours, we found her. And she was reunited with her family. And I think she was 14 or 15 years old.
Now, these are 3 photos that you submitted to me, and I wanted you to speak about them, if you would. Let's see.
And I'll speak about them briefly because I don't like to go too deep because, again, things change, and it's not about what Vera said. It's about what's been shared. Okay. So this is Kiera Coles, missing postal worker from Chicago, Illinois, and she's still missing. She went missing according to 10/2/20 of 18. And as of the last I know, she's still not been found. She's still missing.
And she's been missing since October
2018. And she was pregnant when she went missing. So that's one. That's Kiera Cole. And her parents are still looking for her. I talk to her mom, which is Karen, from time to time. I talk to her father, which is Joseph Cole, from time to time. This is Diamond and King, Diamond Bynum and King Walker. I think this is nearing the anniversary of when they went missing. Let's see. They went missing. Is it on there? I don't know the exact dates, but they've been missing for quite some time now.
Yeah, I don't see the date on here. I just said it says what they were wearing.
They've been missing for, I want to say, at least 3, 4, 5 years. They've been missing quite some time.
And where are they located?
They were from Indiana.
Gary, Indiana. Okay.
Missing from Gary, Indiana. And the mother is still, the grandmother, the mother. We just did a press conference with them not too long ago. The next person is Keisha Jacobs, and she's been missing since 2016. Her mother is actively, still searching for her. And you know what? We could do this. We can do this a lot because it's a lot of cases just like this.
Well, here the other thing, just because literally to show you all how quickly things change. Literally just within a few, since we've been on this show, this popped up on your page, and Shannon Lee Fox is reported missing. And so people just immediately put it over there to let you know where to go to find out more about the person that's missing. And they put photos where you can contact the sheriff in that particular community if you find or have any information pertaining to that individual. In this case, this young lady is 30 years old. Can you share about this?
Yeah, so you know what? I can't see it that clearly, but here's again a disclaimer. Here's a disclaimer that I like to share. It's in the group. Sometimes things come back and it's repeated. And I never say that it is the current, because even though it's coming into the group, sometimes it filters through and the information may not have necessarily been updated. So we don't take time to go through. Yeah. Sometimes the news may not have been aired. Sometimes the parents may not have said anything on social media, or sometimes they did and it slipped through our filter. And so, yeah, we filter as it goes along, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. Okay. So like this is March 27th, according to when this was posted. It says Eric Alvarado is still missing from his house in Atlanta, Texas. Even though time passes, our determination to find him does not. We will never give up on looking for him. He is more than just a tattoo artist. He is more than just another small town whisperer. The Bible tells us, it goes into detail about Eric Alvarado and where you can contact them if you know of any information pertaining to him missing. So
we've babies, Cupcake was one case, and Cupcake was not found alive. We've had, I mean, there are a lot. There are a lot. I don't even want to go into all of these different names, but if you go into the group, what I encourage people to do is go in, share the information, and just do what you can do to help and to make a difference.
You are truly making a difference, and I'm so grateful that you came on the Kim Jacobs show today to share some of these stories so we can get the awareness out there and educate people. I see David said, can the parents upload the pictures and information themselves if they have a missing child?
They can. And that's what they normally submit the information to the group, and that's how we share it. So a lot of times it is the parents and the family members that are sharing the information, and we take on from there. We take on to help it get around the globe.
Okay. Thank you for asking that question, David. Any other comments? It's important to follow the Holy Spirit. Okay. Somebody said it's important. Yeah, I see a lot of comments. There's so many of your comments coming in. Is she uploading info now, or are the families? Who's uploading the info? Is it
We
you and
we
your
we
group?
so we have moderators in the group that are doing an amazing job. Shout out to the moderators. And as people are sharing, our group of moderators allow the information to come in from family members, from friends, and from people like yourself, David, that see information and decide that you want to share it.
That's
We
good.
also have a team that go in and help us with the updates. As things update, they'll tag that information in as well. So you will see stuff like found, you'll see stuff like, and whether they're found alive or deceased, we share that information.
Okay. Wow, this is a heavy topic, y'all, today, and I knew it would be. But what we're going to do is tell people how they can stay connected with you and how they can join this Facebook group again. I'm going to put that in here one more time. I know I put it in earlier, but the Facebook group, what is it called, and how people can?
Missing, please come home. Global alert. Missing, please come home. Global alert.
Facebook group. Okay. This is important. I'm typing this in the comment section for you all right now. The Missing Please Come Home Global Alert Facebook group. Please make sure you all go and join that today. You don't know, you might be seeing this person right in your community or somewhere along the way, and now you have some kind of image to put to that and might be able to help save someone's life. So please make sure you join that Facebook group. Now, okay. Also, guys, if you all are enjoying this level of programming, because we're doing everything we can here at the Kim Jacobs Show to provide real, relevant, relatable content that brings balance to this world, one household at a time. The only way we can do this is if we have people like yourselves pouring into the program. So we've put it in different platforms that you all can support the Kim Jacobs Show. You can become a Patreon member, patreon.com/Kim Jacobs Show, the Kim Jacobs Show, and join that. Whatever it takes for you to stay connected with the program so we can keep featuring guests like Vera Giles Norris. This is unbelievable and very necessary as we are getting ready to transition back to school. A lot of people are preying on children and different things. It's just a lot going on in our land. So let's rally together to join Facebook groups like Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. Does every missing person get the same door-to-door energy as a child in Atlanta that you spoke of? This person wants to know.
Well, you know what? The energy comes behind the parents. It comes behind the family. So if the family is asking for help, we do what we can do to make a difference. This is a volunteer group, although we are attached to a 501c3 now.
Okay.
But a lot of this was just done off of passion, purpose, and because my mama gave me an assignment.
Yeah.
And I love her dearly. I love her dearly for that, because my assignment is not simply just missing people. It's all about empowerment and using our voices to make a difference. And
That's
so,
really good.
that's really what it is. Sounding the trumpet. Who's going to sound the trumpet? Who will go? We can't hide. I don't know the the scripture, but it says, "Here I am, send me."
Right.
I'll go. How many people would actually go and walk the walk to their purpose-driven life? Because we ain't all got the same calling.
That's right. That's right. I
And
love
so
this.
again,
It's a delay. It's a little delay, but it's okay. Keep
it's a little delay.
talking.
But one of the things I do want to add is that I do have a way that if you have children and you want to get them a child safe kit, and that's where you can get a copy of their fingerprints, you can have a current photo, and you can
Yes.
have that saved so that if your child is missing, or grandchildren, you can at least be able to pull that out. Having that help you a lot faster than not having it. So if anybody is interested in and you can be from any city or state. And I want to say country, but I'm gonna say city. I'm gonna stay in the USA for right now because I do know.
Where do they go to get that?
So if you want to get that, I'm go to thecatsout.com, thecatsout.com, and hit contact and send that information. So thecatsout.com, www.thecatsout.com.
So thecatsout.com is where you can get these kits for you to be able to have to put on file for your children anywhere throughout the United States.
You can get them directly through me. Yes.
That's incredible. And that's almost similar to those ID kits that they give in school and things where it's already, everything's there. I still have my children's from many, many years ago when they were younger, but it has their fingerprint, it has everything. And then you can provide that immediately to law enforcement if something should happen to your
can even
child.
put a piece of their hair sample attached to that, and you just put it in your database. You put it into your file cabinet. Yeah.
I don't understand the one comment, David, so I can put that up. You just retype your comment, David, in a different way, and I'll pop it up. Okay, Vera Giles, The Cat's Out. She has a podcast, which we're going to talk about right after this commercial break. And she also has the Cat's Out show on Clubhouse. And she's going to tell you how to stay connected with some of the other things that she has going on. This is one of the hats that she wears, which I knew would take a good amount of time. But we're going to hear after this commercial break about several additional hats that this woman of many talents wears. We'll be right back.
Hey.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on, and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
All right, everyone, we're back and we're talking with Vera Giles Norris. I typed in the private chat that you're doing a great job, Vera. And, you know, the thing is, this is a hard topic to discuss, what we've already talked about. And sometimes people don't even want to be known for certain types of things. Like, you don't want to be known for the person that's having to deal about tragedy and death and all kinds of things that happen in life.
That's not what I would be known for. That's why I always say that's just one of the things. And I don't go all the way down the rabbit hole, but I do connect with others that do, because I shed light, but I love laughter, empowerment. And so that's why I'm always excited to share where my happy place come from, and I can keep my makeup and eyeliner on, right?
Okay. So
let's go there.
So feel free to share with us your inspiration and what keeps you motivated and going in the midst of dealing with all of the things that you are featuring on your Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. Tell us some of the other hats that you wear, please.
Yes. Well, like yourself, Kim, I have a Cat's Out podcast where I let the cat out the bag, and I help people tell their story. I help people, kind of get the word out. Yeah, and some, like we've discussed, we go into dark places, but the purpose of going into dark places is to shed light and to help bring people out of those dark places. Yeah. I kind of call it like the Harriet Tubman of life. It's like, you know what? We may have to go down some roads, but we're gonna come out with some light and we're gonna let it shine, right? And so one of the things I have going on currently that I'm really super excited about is I have a Tell Your Story with Confidence challenge, as well as a podcast challenge. So in the Tell Your Story with Confidence, it's where you do like I just did, right? Is you talk about what you've been through. You talked about but you also talk about how you came through, because again, some things happen to you, but then there are some things that happen for you, as my mentor Les Brown says. And so it's not just necessarily happening so you can have a woe is me party. Sometimes it's happening so that you can have a show me party. It's so that you can say, I made it through the wilderness. You can tell your story. So so in this challenge, and it's starting from August the 8th, It is to tell your story with confidence, challenge, and podcast. I'm currently right now working on a collaboration. It's the Book of Ruth. Again, that was inspired by Les Brown, and
Okay.
I'm looking for authors, anyone who have a story to tell, to join me in this collaboration. And it's how to create new chapters in your life.
Good, good. And where can people
How to
get all of this
create new chapters in
information?
your. So again, you can go to thecatsout.com. You can hit the contact button and put your information in. It'll send me an email. You can also email me personally. Let me give out my email address. It's V like Victory, Giles, Giles, Norris @yahoo.com. So again, it's V Giles Norris @yahoo.com.
Okay. So
That's it.
Giles Norris @yahoo.com. You can stay connected with her just by emailing her personally, and definitely make sure that you join the Facebook group, Missing Please Come Home Global Alert. That group, I see several of you all have already joined. So that's amazing. And make sure that you check out her podcast and her Clubhouse show called The Cat's Out. When can they hear that on Clubhouse?
So and make sure they join me on Clubhouse too. So you can go on Clubhouse and you can search The Cat's Out Show. Make sure you join that group. I am actually doing a relaunch since the passing of my mother. I took some time off, and now I am relaunching that right when I start the challenge on August the 8th. So I'm
Okay.
excited for the relaunch. Yes, I'm excited for that. So
Well, I'm excited as well.
again,
Now, I do know that you do have a passion for helping the Black family in particular, because you're part of an anthology called The Repair of the Black Family. What made you
yeah.
become a part of that particular anthology, and what do you want viewers or readers to walk away with when they're reading that book?
Well, the first thing I want the readers to do is to go to the website, thecatsout.com, and click on Repair of the Black Family and order the book. Do that today. Do that today.
Yes.
And what I wanted people to know is that there is repair, and that we realize that there are areas that we really need to focus on in repairing the Black family. I believe personally that to repair a Black family is to repair several families, several generations of hurt people. So I was passionate about that collaboration, as well as I have several more. We went Amazon bestseller for all of them, Embracing Imperfections 1 and 2. You could also get that from my website, thecatsout.com. And even in Embracing Imperfections 1 and 2, you don't have to be perfect to do it, but you do have to do it in order to become perfect. And that collaboration, we just talked about a time when life knocked you off your feet, and when you wasn't perfect. That's why it knocked you off your feet. But how did you get back up? And how would you help other people to get back up? And how did you embrace your imperfection?
That's good. I had plenty of stories. I had plenty of stories from that, because it's like because none of us are perfect, and we have situations and scenarios and things that you be like, wait, did that just happen? If that just happened, that's about to rub me the wrong way, right? So you be like, oh, hello everyone. No, wait a minute, I gotta get myself together on this one, because it's a lot that I gotta digest. That's some hard pills to swallow, right? And it can kind of throw you off kilter a little bit. But
as my children say, baby, period.
right. So this is a great title, Embracing Imperfections, books 1 and 2. It can be purchased at thecatsout.com. Make sure you all get that. And then also make sure that you all get a copy of the Repair of the Black Family anthology. It's called The Repair of the Black Family Anthology. You can get that at thecatsout.com too. Dr. Peggy Johnson said, hey, I got the book and this is great. And yes, I got the book and it is great. It is a great read here. And especially not more than just a great read. If you apply the information that's being shared from these different authors, it is life-changing for you. So let's see. Okay, don't put the comment up. I'm just going to read something, Mackenzie. Occurring around parental separation or divorce, such parental or familiar children abduction may include parental alienation, a form. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Here, I'm going to pop it up here. David said, occurring around parental separation or divorce, such parental or familiar child abduction may include parental alienation, a form of child abuse seeking to disconnect the child from the targeted parent and denigrated side of the family. This by far is the most common form of child abduction, according to Wikipedia and where he got the statistic. Thank you, David, for being so involved today.
Yes.
I don't know you, but I'm so grateful
Shout out to David.
Yes, you're the wonderful kind of virtual studio audience guest. So thank you. Let's see. Some people are saying, hey, whose focus is the homeless and a good connection? Somebody's telling their shout out for their Facebook club, Stacy Bracy on Facebook and Clubhouse. Make sure y'all go on with her now. She's like, hey, let me give my own shout out over here. Maybe to get on that screen. So glad to have you today, Stacy. Show me party.
It's all about the empowerment.
Yes. And you know what? Sometimes you have to. Hey, Sister Vera, Janelle said.
Hey, Janelle.
All right. I see a lot of your comments. People say, hey, looking good, Vera. You looking good, Miss Vera.
Thank you.
Well, what about dog meat over here? Did you not? You didn't say, Kim, you look good too. Just you don't have to say that.
Hold on. We already knew it. That's how we came in like this. That's my sister. And then we got the backhand on the side. We're gonna do some hula hooping. Listen, I have a hula hoop for hope challenge coming up. I want people to start asking me about this because we're going to get out and we're going to do some hula hooping. I have a women's, and again, we need the men to use men. So it's my plot is to get all of the women here, and then the men gonna want to come running. Like, how can I get in?
How do I be a part? People are tuning in.
Can I just be security?
Right. No, that's they want to be a part of it. They want to be a part.
They want to be a part. But I am doing a women's retreat, and I'm just going to give a little snippet. I'm letting a little cat out the bag. I'm not going to give it all out here. But if you're interested in the retreat, again, feel free to email me, DM me, follow me right now. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Clubhouse. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on every social media platform. But I'm doing a women's retreat, and this is where we'll all come together. We're going to do some tree hugging. When the last time you hugged a tree? When is the last time
I don't. Why do I want to hug a tree?
Oh my God, it is hugging a tree. It's it's a little science behind that. I ain't gonna go into it.
Okay, but, I gotta learn that one because I'm like I need to read on that because I'm like, why do I want to hug a tree?
We're gonna take our shoes off and we're gonna do some grounding. So we're gonna do a lot.
Wow. Okay. Well, you got to school me on that one. Listen, everybody, make sure you know that the Kim Jacobs Show is also now streaming on ctrmedianetwork.com. You too can learn more about how your program can stream over there as well. I encourage you all to subscribe. If you haven't already subscribed to the Kim Jacobs Show, do that. And there's a video of Les Brown endorsing our training program on how to start your own show from scratch. So if you're interested in starting a talk show or podcast, reach out to me just by visiting kimjacobsconsulting.com. And there is a finance option over there for us to work together one-on-one virtually for you to be able to have your own show from scratch. Everyone has a story to tell. We all have a story to tell. And why not get your story and your branding out there to be able to help change the world for the part of the world that's carved out just for you? So visit kimjacobsconsulting.com and we can get started with the training. All right. Vera, any closing comment?
You know what? Thank you, my sister. Thank you for accepting the call. Thank you for walking it like you talk it.
Well, thank you.
The race ain't given to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but to the one that can endure until the end. And to all of my listeners, be not weary in well-doing. For you will reap in due season if you faint not. You just got to keep on pushing. And don't forget to laugh, love, live, and have some fun while you're doing it.
That's so true. So true. Listen, before I disconnect, I think that it is appropriate for me to share my last episode sponsor with you. She's with Get Insured Solutions. There are situations that have been shared with you with the missing children's situation and adults and different things that are happening to people. You want to be able to know how to have final life expenses taken care of. So Mackenzie, backstage, if you would play that commercial right quick, right before we close out here. Wow. We need to know that and connect with her. She works with. All right, everyone. And we are back and we're getting ready to close out today's episode. Vera, I cannot thank you enough for coming on today's episode to shed light. Huh?
I just want to do one thing. I want to give a phone number. She just inspired me to give a phone number. Can I give a phone number as well? I want to do that. It's 872 267 0113. 872 267 0113.
Okay, let's put that up. 872 267 0113. Is that correct?
That is correct. Thank you.
Okay. So now you have a phone number, you have an email, you have the website, thecatsout.com, thecatsout.com. You have Missing Please Come Home Global Alert Facebook group that you can join. You can contact Vera at 872-267-0113. And you can also email her and say that email one more time again.
V like victory. Giles, Giles, Norris at yahoo.com. V Giles Norris at yahoo.com.
Okay, and I think I've said, okay, so V Giles Norris at yahoo.com. V Giles, Giles Norris, Norris, for those that are podcast listeners, at yahoo.com. So there are all kinds of ways to stay connected with Vera if you are interested in helping with any of the projects that she's working on, the 501c3 nonprofit organization, and to be able to purchase her books and follow her on her journey called life. All right. All right, Vera, you're an amazing guest. I look forward to talking with you backstage for a few seconds. And thank you all. I see all of your positive comments that's come in. Yes, it's due season. Wow. And well, this is a person's comment. Pamela saying that people are taking out policies and then killing people. It was exposed in her community. Again, these are all your own individual comments and things that are happening. You're welcome, Dennis. And I'm so glad that this show is helping so many of you all. So we'll see you again tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're talking about power in heels, y'all. You're going to be having some heels on. And even if you're men, you can still learn about power in your boots and your shoes and stuff. So come on, okay? All right. Listen, we'll see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Thank you,
right?
Kim.
Thank you, Vera. All right. Thank you for what you do. Have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow. Hello, everyone. I'm Kim Jacobs, host of The Kim Jacobs Show, where we're bringing balance to the world one household at a time. Listen, we go live every weekday, Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I bring guests on that talk about their backstories, things that they've had to overcome to become who they are today. Many of them are balancing and juggling life, and they've become experts in different fields. So they're sharing tips with you to make your life just a little bit easier. Many times as a guest in the studio audience, you'll get a chance to walk away with a missing piece of the puzzle that might be missing in your life. Let's go on this journey together, and I look forward to seeing you Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on The Kim Jacobs Show.